Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. Value stock time once again, and who's here to talk about them with us? None other than Tracy Reinick. She's our value stock analyst at Zacks.com. And you brought a couple of real interesting choices this time around, and I'm going to let you pronounce the name of the first one because
I knew you'd do that.
I'm not going to venture that.
Well, I'm probably not going to venture it either. I'm just going to call it VIVO.
Okay, and there's another part to it. VIV is the ticker symbol, and it's traded on the New York?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yes. It is a Brazilian company traded on the New York Stock Exchange.
Telecom provider.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's one of the largest in Brazil, and they have about 30% of the domestic market there, but are still growing it to some extent. So, you know, there's quite a bit of growth with them right now, growth plus the value. They're trading at about 10 times forward earnings, which isn't all that expensive. And like I said, they've been growing in other parts of Brazil that they weren't in before and taking some market share. Okay. The Zacks equity analyst, Claudio Freitas, likes them a lot and ranks them a buy right now. So, you know, there's some good things there. And Brazil is, you know, it's a growing economy. It's feeling the effects of the recession, but, you know, it has a lot of upside there. The estimates are kind of hard to determine on these kinds of companies because a lot of the analysts only cover for the year. But 2009 estimates are up about 11% in the last 90 days, which is also a positive thing given everything else that's out there in the economy. Usually we see them going the other way. And 2010, they see a lot more growth, up about 50% going into 2010. The chart looks a lot like what we've seen a lot of the charts look like. It had a big sell-off going into the last fall and has rebounded up about double what its low was a couple months ago. So, you know, but like I said, the stock is still trading fairly valued here at about 10 times forward earnings, which is a decent price for this kind of company. And it pays a dividend around 2%. All
right. And then you also have to profile for us ENS Incorporated. Yes. And the ticker symbol is ENS on this stock. They're in the industrial battery business.
Yes, they're the world's largest manufacturer of the industrial batteries. And that would be, they have a couple different divisions. One is the batteries that power electric motor vehicles, you know, the forklifts and things in factories. The other is reserve power that goes for telecommunication companies, utilities. So if there's power outages and things, things continue to run. Mm-hmm. And then they do a little bit in the aerospace defense industry as well. But I would say the other two sectors are their bigger segments. And as you can expect, they're seeing, you know, quite a bit of problems right here, given everything that's happening economically worldwide. But in the last quarter, their third quarter, 2009, they beat analyst estimates easily by 57%. And mainly a lot of that was from cost cutting, which we're seeing from a lot of companies. But, you know, they're getting rid of a lot of the, you know, stuff that they need to get rid of, and they're going to be leaner going forward here when we start to see the world economy pick up and, you know, orders and things like that pick up. So
I would have thought that the aerospace end and the defense end of their business would kind of prop them up a little
bit.
Well,
that's probably the least affected of their three segments. Just because that area is not doing too badly right now.
Yeah, but spending going on there.
Yeah, this company isn't trading too badly right now. They're trading at about 8 times forward earnings. That's not, you know, especially expensive. Estimates are kind of holding for the fourth quarter, which are at 32 cents for the last 60 days, and estimates are kind of holding for the full year, which is only this last quarter. The estimates are kind of down for 2010, but I think some of that has to do with the, you know, world economy and things that are happening. So we're just kind of have to watch that going in. But they have had a history of meeting or beating estimates. They've beat 2 out of the last 4 times and then met estimates the other 2 times, which is pretty impressive given everything that's out there right now.
Sure.
But they are Zacks #1 rank, so you know, they're a strong buy right now. Okay. And the chart is kind of interesting. They also had the sell-off like we've seen everybody else, and they've about tripled off their low, I think. So, you know, they've had a little bit of gains here that everybody else are seeing, but they're still trading fairly cheaply.
Do you own either of these two?
I do not.
All right, check out some other value stocks that Tracy's written about in the recent past by going to Zacks.com's homepage. And over on the upper right-hand side of that homepage, click on the headline, the latest headline right next to the word value. That's the category that she writes in all the time on Zacks.com. With Tracy Reinick, I'm Terry Ruffalo.